What do you get when you mix Alice in Wonderland also with gaming? You get no game, no life. Yes. And actually, that's probably not the best comparison to uphold, but for the most part, No Game No Life was an actually amazing series. I really enjoyed it, and coming from a person that didn't really like the first episode much and was saying that I wasn't going to continue with it but gave it a chance, that's saying a lot. So anyway, everybody, let's get started with No Game No Life. The story of No Game No Life follows Sora and Shino, two sibling Hikikomoris who online make the undefeated team known as Blank. One day after beating a player in an online chess match, they receive a message from the opponent asking if they want to be reborn in his world. Saying that it would be good to have a world of games, they accept but don't take the message all that serious. Well, that is until they are freaking transported and falling from the sky. While they are falling, they meet Ted, who is actually their chess opponent. He explains to them that he is the god of the world Disboard, a place where everything is decided by games, and is based around 10 pledges. The 10 pledges are pretty much rules that govern the world of Disboard. They were set up by Tet when he became the one true god. Pretty much the rules are a counterpart, I guess you can say, of the 10 commandments. After hearing Tet's explanation, Sora and Shino agree to take Tet up on his offer and seeing exactly how far they can make it in this world of games. At first, the story for No Game No Life just wasn't for me. I really didn't think it was going to be all that interesting, definitely with the first initial episode and the explanation of the world itself. Granted, I thought it was a very cool idea. For the most part, I just thought it was going to be kind of boring. But as the story progresses, they do introduce a lot of interesting ideas and concepts, definitely with humanity in the world of Disboard pretty much being the bottom of the bunch and at the bottom of the barrel. And Sora and Shino, or Blank if you want to call them, having to bring up humanity, or emanity as they're called in this other world, up from the bottoms and making them be the top of the food chain, or the race if you want to call it. And I really thought as the story goes on that this is what I wanted, not just them playing games so they can be the best. Granted, they're still doing that, but there's a lot more to it. And I must say, even for it being only a 12-episode series, it never felt rushed at any point. It felt like it knew what it was doing and knew how it paced itself. And that is one thing a lot of other series really do not know how to do. And so I am glad that a lot of the games that they played weren't rushed. And I'm really happy about that. And it's something that I could really push forward and tell people to check it out. Definitely just for the story aspect alone, definitely as it progresses, as I stated before, it just turns into something very magnificent. And it's something that I really think that it should be seen. No Game No Life doesn't have a giant cast of characters, but what it does has is a very unique and diverse cast of characters to try and pull this story and this world together and make it very cohesive, and I think it does a very good job with it. From Stephanie Dalla, the granddaughter of the former king of humanity, with her very emotional attitude and very expressive type character, to Jabril, a Flugu who might come across as a very kind and nice and calm person, but really is very condescending to a lot of the other races in the series. But if I had to put one character above them all, it would have to be Sora. Sora is just a fun guy to watch. The way he acts, his demeanor, definitely during the games, and the way he uses the comedy in the series is just great. Granted, I think without everybody else, Sora just wouldn't be as interesting as he is, so I give it to the rest of the cast, but I do feel that Sora stands above all the characters throughout the series. Also, one last thing I want to mention about the characters. One thing I really love about this series is that every character has a purpose. They all have their reason for being there. They're not just there just to fill up the screen. They all have their own interesting backstories and motives for doing the things that they do. Whether it just be some simple motive just because you're interested in these beings, or whether you're trying to save your whole race. Every character that is introduced and shown has a motive and a reasoning for everything that they do. And that is always a positive in my book. No Game No Life, to say the least, is animated fairly well. Actually, really well. Not even fairly. I take that back. See, the thing is, it's a personal gripe. With me, when I first started watching No Game No Life, I really didn't like the saturated colors. It really threw me off for a loop, and it also kind of really hurt my eyes. It was kind of hard to look at, and I see myself kind of pausing episodes and going to do something else and coming back just to kind of forget exactly what I was doing or where exactly was going on with the story, just because of the bright colors. Now, after 12 episodes, I've grown accustomed and it doesn't really bother me anymore. And I can look at the series and say, this series was animated really well. From the sceneries to the characters, everything was crafted and molded very fine together. Though, even at times, I do feel that some of the colors could be toned down a little bit, or a lot less saturation. But for the most part, visually, this series is a spectacle to look at. The amazing animation is also accompanied by a very good OST soundtrack. Now, I'm not sure exactly who is doing the OST, nor have I actually looked it up. But I do know that, based off the show, it's not many tracks, but the ones that are there are very good and are a blast to listen to, definitely in certain situations. Now, the ending and the opening song preferably are very good, but I do prefer the ending song over the opening song, which I listen to countless of times. Now, I really do love the ending song that they actually used in a certain episode that changed the way the ending song actually acted, in visually and musically. Overall, No Game No Life's presentation is very well done. From the animation to the music, it all brought together to make something that is seen in almost a lot of other series, but Madhouse found a way to do it and make it just something sort of special. With the animation style and the color usage, it brings something totally different and new and unique, definitely with the character designs and everything. So overall, the presentation is so well done. Now, we can't talk No Game No Life without talking about the games in No Game No Life, and the games in No Game No Life are spectacular. This is where this show shines. The games. I'm mind blown by half the games that they play. The way that the creators came up with the ideas of these games alone are spectacular. And definitely the way that the games are played out and the thoughts put into the games, boy, do they shine. Just take a look at this clip right here. And that was just the first move of the game. The first damn move. This is the reason why I love No Game No Life. This is the reason. The games, the characters and everything is really good, but the games is what keeps me coming back every week to see exactly how the game will end, to see the process. All of it is so damn good. Oh my god. But yes, this is not a perfect series. What is my gripe with this series? Well, it's the fan service. You see, I understand people have thirst, but the thing is this: too much water is bad for you. And No Game No Life is bringing you jugs and jugs and jugs of water. Every dang episode has some fan service. I think fan service is alright to have in your series. It can be used for some comedy stuff, because I do find some of the fan service movies pretty comedic, but for the most part sometimes they just feel out of place or kind of forced, and definitely some of them feel weird. Definitely would have to do with Shino. Like, you're like, why is she getting fan service. She's just a little kid. But this doesn't destroy the series. It's a minor flaw of the series that I wish would be less and toned down, or just kind of taken out altogether. Though I wouldn't want it taken out altogether, because I do kind of enjoy the comedic moments that is used with the fan service. But the other stuff I can do without. I have a lot of other series for that. Overall, No Game No Life is a series that I highly recommend anybody go watch. It is something that brings something different to the table, but though it does have some things that kind of hinder it with the fan service that you can find almost any series nowadays, that I wish was kind of taken out. But for the most part, it's a series that I did enjoy. It's one of the series that I look forward the most to watching during the week. And I'm glad that it actually came out, and I'm glad that a studio like Madhouse was behind it to push and give it to the fullest potential that it was able to bring. Now, whether I'll continue on with the light novels and such, probably not. But I will highly recommend that if you do enjoy the series, that you do check out the other mediums that are available. And I really cannot wait for season 2, because the ending of this season obviously pointed towards a season 2, and everything's not over yet, baby. But everybody, this has been Hakii. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you guys like this style. This is my first time trying it out. I'm mainly doing it because I'm lazy and don't want to turn my camera on. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about it. And let me know what you guys think about No Game No Life and how you enjoyed during its run. But until next time, this has been Hakii, and I'll talk to you all later. Hey guys, Hakii here. I had to come on camera and Shut up. Shut up. I had to come on camera. I'm gonna deal with you later. I'm dealing with you later. I had to come on camera to do this outro video. So you can click right here to see my last uploaded video, which was my What I Read video. If you want to know what I've been reading, maybe you might want to read it too. Go ahead and check it out. Also, you can click this button underneath me. I don't know how it got there, where the fuck are my legs, whatever. You can click it and subscribe to the channel. And I swear, one more fucking word, man. This guy won't shut up. Until next time, people, it's been Hakii. I'ma finish this shit off. Peace out.
Please, it's me, Damn it, Hakii. Get me out. Please, I want to come back.